Right, now we're diddling. It looks good. Give us a thumbs up as per usual if we're working. Let's see. It looks like it might be. Let me just click that on there like that. Marvellous. Evening all. Hope we're all well. Warm, innit? Evening Gary. Evening Pete, Stella. Marvellous. Right. Yet another busy day. Whizzing backwards and forwards to the Elephant House and caught up with some people, so that was good. Collected the small goodies, which I've got some quick snaps of in a minute. I took as I put them on the van. They're not best of photographs, but some good, interesting stuff. So we'll have a look at those in a bit. Evening Andrew, evening Peter. And what else? Oh yeah, another brilliant little film from 1946 it is. Some great commentary to it. I think you'll enjoy that. So we'll round off with that. And yeah, it'll be good. And he says, do you have a date yet for the visit to the Pete Mitchell collection? Paul Mitchell, you mean? Oh, there comes Paul now. Spooky. No, not yet. I think I will, yeah, have a chat with Paul sometime, but sometime soon. We're all really, really busy at the minute. There's lots of things going on. It's just a case of finding a day, really. But soon there might be something else coming up soon as well. So I'm working on. But yeah, lots of things in the pipeline. Hopefully, it'll all sort of start happening in the not too distant future. There we are. So yes, been busy with the books, etc. sale. I've catalogued. I was trying to get on top of that. I need to do spares as well, obviously, because that's coming up shortly. But I've been doing this while I've been on doing lots of phones and emails and things. While I was sat on the desk, it was easy to keep doing magazines and books than it was spares and things. So hence why I've been cracking on with this one. Anyway, as you'll see, there's some good books here that don't turn up too often. Have a look through all that. Always coin up books. And hundreds of magazines. These should all now come out in alphabetical order. I've changed the code a little bit, so it's just so they kind of group all the magazines together. And then hopefully in their issue by issue as well. It might not quite work because computers think that after 1 comes 10 and then 11, and then after 2 comes 20 and then 3 and so on. It's difficult to get it to understand what you mean, but anyway, as you can see, there's lots there. Still more to do yet. Then there's all the auction catalogues to go through. There's about 150 of those, I think. There's a great big heap of photographs, which I'll put into bundles. I'll perhaps put like all the bandits and all in one bundle, all the war machines in another one, all the arcade pieces in another, something like that. So there we are. So that's that. And then, as I say, spares. Tomorrow's job really is spares. Tomorrow and Tuesday, hope to get the catalogue up sort of Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. It's not quite such a hurry for the spare because you either need a spare or you don't. So there's not, they don't, you know, don't worry about that so much. Not getting quite the exposure of the machines and that. So yes, it's all in progress basically. Evening, Peter. So there we go. Right, so shall we have a look at these new things that have come in? Let me find the correct button, which I think is this one. Yes, it is. As per usual, you'll have... Oh, I've got such a big dark line on my green screen behind me. Looks like I've got an arrow sticking out of my shoulder. Curious, never mind. One of these days I'll have time to set it up properly. Yeah, so and then obviously once the spares are done and all the books are done, then I can start on the proper auction, as I call it, for the July the 30th, which all this stuff is in. And there's still more to come as well. I think we're up to about 30 odd machines at the minute. All just stacked up at the moment. But some good stuff. The Hitler shooters have raised a bit of interest, unsurprisingly. But surprisingly, from Germany. I don't think they'd really want to buy it, would you? But there you go. We shall see. Be interesting to see who does end up buying it. Yeah. Evening, Roger, Elaine. Bandits. There was another. Here's another light up to go in, isn't there? Because it was all here bar the escalator because the chap couldn't find the escalator, but he's now found the escalator. So I'll stick that in sometime and take a picture of that. Another light up type bandit. I can't remember if that one is a proper Sega or one of the Sega clones. Can't remember offhand. All will be revealed in due course, no doubt. Yeah, Skittle Lolly there. Good fun thing. The steering coil needs putting together, as you can see, but it's I think it's all there. Nice, good, bright playfield on that one. This giant clown vending machine thing is enormous, but quite good fun. It's a good shape. You can make something out of it, I'm sure. Yes, nice all in deluxe. I think that's got the carousel token in it. The token payout thing. Castle front one's putting together. The till one's putting together. I think they're probably both all there as far as I could see. A quick look. So we'll check them better when we photograph them. That bell fruit, that works all nicely. Challenger, it's an old penny one, X Carters. Locks and keys, etc. And the bullion, that's an X Carters one as well. Again, old penny. What else have we got? High top, this is an X the Fremont Hotels, close up in a minute. Fremont, yeah, Vegas. So that's quite good. Have the that on. 3 of these stands, really nice cast iron base, sort of marbled columns, oak tops for bandits. And there's 3 of these also. These were made for QTs. Solid wood, door and a shelf inside as well, so you can put 2 tray stims inside and something QT sized on top. Shame we haven't got the rest of this. Watling Owl. Blackpool bits, I've got to sort those out, see if we can figure out what attractions they're offered, but they all come ex Blackpool Pleasure Beach. These various fiberglass moulds. And what was the other thing from there? Something else. Oh, this off of the Valhalla ride, off one of the boats. A dragon. It's quite good. Look good above a door or something, wouldn't it? On the end of your shed, maybe. Old Penny Bandit. That's working keys, etc. Ready to go. The Earth Satellite. There's a few bits here that were on the wanted list, which we've managed to drag into the sale. So hopefully they'll do good. Lollywell's personality tester. Again, working keys, etc. Sky Jump, haven't had one of those for a long time. Quite a good fun skill game. Extra win again. When I think I looked, we'd not had one for about 7 or 8 years, I think, surprisingly. Right, here's these new bits in then. So if I just pause this, bear with me while I bring up bigger little pictures in the background so I can see what I'm talking about. Not very big on my little broadcast screen. Let's just tweak that over there a little bit. Oops, there we go. Right, so this is a nice little 3-column SIG vendor called the Dory. With some original SIG packets in it. Slots for 6pence, 2 pennies, i.e. 2 coins, and 6pence. Nice kind of original untouched, got keys with it. One for the vendor collectors. It's rather nice. An extraordinary. Let me just scroll down here. Ooh, click the wrong button. That would help. There we go. Nice one. This all restored. It's on Old Penny. Jackpot. Gold Award with some Gold Award tokens in it. Locks, keys, all the bits. Very smart, ready to go. It's extraordinary. And then we've got the Greyhound Stadium. You sort of Clement and Wales. No, there seems to be some debate whether they actually made these from scratch, obviously copied off the KO commercials, or whether they're conversions. Some people say they're conversions, which would seem logical. Other people say they made them, sort of made them from scratch, copied them. Don't know. Obviously the top casting is different. Yeah, anyway, one of those on Old Penny working. This is rather interesting. This is a Jennings governor. I think it's a governor. Governor or chief? Governor, I think it is. Clear perspex cabinet with all the bits on, basically handle and handle pump, base plate, mech latches, etc. It's even got a clear perspex cash box. Again, the proper shape copied from a the usual kind of tin plate steel one. So if you fancy swapping your governor bits over, making an exhibition governor, which is what they were used for trade shows and whatnot. There we go. We have a count, and the perspex is really good, really clear as well. It's not scratched. So that's rather interesting. Doesn't mean, of course, you need a really nice, clean, shiny mech to put in here, because a greasy, filthy, dirty mech wouldn't quite look right, would it? But anyway, that would do someone a good turn, I'm sure. All in deluxe. One with a spun metal back. Had a bit of a life, I think, that one, but it's working. Do somebody a bit of a turn, bit of a project. Brian's Rippler, not had one of those for a while. Dinky little thing, but if you're collecting Brian's, you ought to have one, really. A binnacle with a compass in, because why not? Very useful. Talk Shop, haven't had one of these for ages and ages and ages. Again, nice condition, the artwork's all good in it. There's a bit, as you can probably see on the playfield artwork, there's kind of the crack through the thing, but I think you probably flatten it out a bit better. But the back's very good. I guess you could have a new one made if you wanted to, but that seems a shame to do. It's just flatten it out, I reckon. Stick it onto a new piece of card or whatever it is. But anyway, I get asked for these surprisingly regularly, so I think it might do quite well. They're actually quite hard things to find. Years ago, my first little travelling arcade, I had one of these. I bought it from Jimmy Broderick down at Star Warehouse. But rolls of polos in it, and actually did really well. It just took up a lot of space on my little truck at the time, so I sold it after a while. So I could fit a lot more machines in the same place, but it did do surprisingly well. Anyway, so we've got one of those. Big enamel smoking sign. It's about 4 foot, I think. As you can see, it's leaned up against the doors of the elephant house. Then we've got this rare pace, very intriguing. So it's an 8-star bell, but with the 4th reel jumbo jack on the side there, you can see. I was reading a little bit of the article. There's an article in the American Coin Slot a few years back, and it was saying how these were kind of known of, but one had never turned up, and I think it was until 1988, I think it said. I'll scan the article and upload it when I list the machine, but very interesting. And since basically the extra reel is an extra 20 stop reel with 18 stars and 2 bars. And the idea is if you got, well, the idea from Pace was if you got 4 bars, they were suggesting giving $1,000 jackpot. These are obviously casino machines. And I think in 1949, one of the last machines they did. Now, £1,000 jackpot there was obviously a serious amount of money, but apparently a lot of operators just use it as a double jackpot. They double the jackpot if you've got 4 bars. So yeah, but one of the bars on the 4th reel doesn't work anyway. Apparently, there's only actually one of them's kind of fake, so you can't stop it. I don't know how. I haven't looked at it properly to see how that works, but just reading from the article, so there's 2 bars, but you can only actually hit one of the bars. So it adds an extra 20 to 1 onto your already, what is it, 8,000 to 1 chance of getting. So what does it make it, 160,000 to 1, is it? Don't know. Can't do maths this time of night. Anyway, very interesting thing, extremely rare. And quite interesting. I think it's they've done for Harold's Casino. But so I'll upload the article. It's quite interesting. I haven't read it all properly myself yet. Anyway, there's that interesting thing. A little close up there of the extra reel. So it's a smaller reel than the others as well. It's kind of added on to the end of the mechanism. But it is an official Pace thing. And then we've got the Chip or Bust Wondermatics All-Win, which is super rare. I've got a little picture of one on the website. I can't remember where I got the picture from. Somebody sent it to me. I was trying to fill up all the different Wonders pictures. And we're trying to see if it's the same one. I don't think it is. It looks like the wood grain in the cabinet might be slightly different. The picture's not brilliant that I've got on the website. So there might be 2 of them. Might be the only one. I'm not sure. I don't know of any others, but possibly there's another one floating around somewhere. But it's a bit like the little Pace whiz-ball machines with a spiral. And as you flick the ball, it just gets faster and faster and faster. So it's almost impossible to win. I think it pays out 12 on one big chunky thick payout slide for a win. So it's just turn it once. In theory, we would dump 12 pennies out. But your likelihood of winning it is impossible, I think. I tried it. It would take a fortune on the site, I'm sure. It's so frustrating. You keep, trying it and trying it and trying it. The good thing is you can probably see on the picture there, the bottom two loops, as it were, just drop straight back through for the replay. You need to get it into the 3rd loop for a win, but it always goes into the 4th loop, into the very centre, which is the lost. But of course, by the design of it, you look at it and think, well, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm almost certainly going to win that, am I? You just try and do it very gently, and of course, it drops back through the bottom loop, and just a fraction little more, and you get around 2 loops and drops back, and just the fraction more, and it goes zooming straight into the middle. So, yeah, good game. Like it. And super rare. And then a Brian Strickler. Not had one of these for a long time. This one's kind of pretty much barn fresh, really, complete with paint splashes, etc. Can't find the serial number on it, interestingly. I've looked and looked and looked all over the cabinet, and it's not been, you know, stripped and sanded out like some of them do sometimes. And on the castings, such as they are, there's only really that one casting around the handles, and on the mechanism itself, and I cannot find a number on it. So I've asked a couple of the Bryant's collectors if they've got numbers on theirs, if they can tell me where they are, and I'll have another look, see if I can find the number. But yeah, don't touch too often. Seems to be working okay. But yeah, could do with yeah, stripping and refinishing. Really, it's a bit. Well, it looks like it's been in somebody's shed. Used as a, I don't know, tin to paint on it or something. So there we are. Fancy that for a rare Brian's machine. I think that's it for the minute. I think that's all the. Yep, we're back to the start again. So let's roll that round again. So yeah, more good goodies in, rare stuff, interesting machines that a lot of them we've not had for quite a while. So it's going to be another cracking auction, which is what we like. And there's still more stuff to come. Yeah, we've still got what, another, well, 16th of July. Entries closed. You've got another 3 weeks yet to get stuff in if you want to enter anything. There is still more stuff on the way, I know. So there's no fairground stuff yet. I thought last time the fairground art did quite well. We might be some more fairground stuff coming in, but at the moment, I'm not sure. I'm speaking to somebody. There might be a few bits coming in, possibly a couple of bits of carving, and some kind of scenic painted panels, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. So there we are. Any questions on these ones? We'll roll them back around to the Trickler again, and then we'll have a look at this nice little vintage film clip, which I think you'll find quite amusing. The commentary of it tickled me. It's at no, where is it? One of the theme parks. I think it might be. I think it might be the Curzon again, actually, Southend. 1946, I think it is. It's only about 2 or 3 minutes long again, but quite amusing. So, any questions on these? Fire away, chop chop, before we get to the end, and then we'll crank up the old cinematograph and have a look at a little film, and that'll round things off for the night again. Marvelous. Then I say I've got tomorrow and Tuesday spares and more spares. So that'd be fun. Hey ho, dirty job, but someone's got to do it, haven't they? And small books and small magazines and photographs and stuff in between for those 2 auctions. So keep your eyes out on the website for all the updates. Anything else I need to tell you? Can't think of anything offhand. No. Right, any questions on any of these? And then obviously if you want to view any of these machines, we can't really yet because they're all just literally stacked, wedged in, short of space until I've got these other sales sorted out. So give it a week or 2. Once I start listing them properly and photographing them, then as always, if you want to come and view, no problem at all. But equally, there'll be more to see by then as well. So just give us half a chance to get sorted with a bit of space, which is another problem I'm working on. And then you can come and have a look. Hopefully we'll have time to do spinny videos of them all as usual. It was a bit really tight for time last time, but yeah, time is always the biggest enemy. Time and space are my 2 biggest enemies, I think. Never mind. Right, let me just turn my little headphones on so I can hear the film commentary in a minute. The battery's nearly flat on these. I must charge them up, but never mind. So yes, so if you've got machines or fairground staff or automata, mechanical music, all usual kind of stuff for the July 30th auction, you've got 3 weeks today to get them in. Don't forget. And obviously, it's spares is closed. The books is all one person's collection. But if it goes well, then we might think about doing another one. Because a couple of people have asked about selling books and magazines and things. So yeah, I think they'll probably all sell better together. There's a bit of an experiment the book sale. See how it goes. And if it goes all right, we'll do more, certainly. Right, well, we've got another half dozen machines or so. Just let these roll through till we get to the trickler. For those who tuned in late, so this is all new stuff in for July the 30th. Awaiting photographing properly, which won't be for a week or two yet. Basically, once I finish the book sale, I'll start on this lot. But it's just so you know what's coming in, so you can start saving your pennies up. And also think, oh yeah, I really want to buy that. Maybe I'll sell something. So it gives you a bit of a heads up to have a rummage in the shed, see what you can bear to part with, so you can buy something else to upgrade your collections. So hence that's why we do it. Right, we're getting there, aren't we? Trickler, no, Rippler rather. I've got a trickler as well. Little binnacle, the tuck shop. Nice tuck shop pin. Big enamel sign. We've not had many enamel signs lately. Anyway, not to worry. The very interesting pace with the 4th reel on it. A little close up there, the reel. And then we've got this rare Wonders chip or bust. Sort of an all-win, but not an all-win type thing, because it's, yeah, but one of them. And the trickler, there you go. Right, let's just stop that a minute. So, right, let's have a look at this nice little film, and then we'll round up and call that a night, shall we? Right, hang on a minute. Film. Right, here we go.
My old woman went on a day trip to Southend last Monday. She left me at home to do all her smalls with only half a bar of caper. Imagine how I felt turning the old mangle while she was gallivanting about on Southend prom. Well, the old trouble and stripes earned a bit of a rest, although this light doesn't seem very restful to me. Never could stand these things. Seems to turn my new in and butts inside out. Here, I hope Annie doesn't drop off, but a bit behind with the prude. Our young Bill wants to join a RAF when he's old enough, and Ma's been trying to put him off. But wait till he finds out that she's been doing a bit of flying herself. Poor no wonder they're dizzy. I shall be dead. And as for these things, they make me ill just to look at them. Here's me at home up to my elbows in hot water, but if the wife's not careful, she'll be up to hers in cold. Woo-hoo! Oh, shame. Nobody dropped off. Oh, this reminds me of the one about hard up the mountain, the greener grows the grass. Remember? Now then, down a shade, Ada. Here's my Annie. Now you can see why they had to come on a Monday. She needs plenty of room to move about. Or she'll be in a 2 and 8 after this lot. If she walks over this thing showing her wooden pegs off, I'll have something to say to her when she gets back. Besides, she ain't quite got the figure she used to have. Oh, that reminds me. I got to meet my mate at the old rubber dub. Well, I'll let the rest of the washing soak till the old lady gets back.
Oh, there we are. It rolls on into another little film clip then. As usual, they never seem to manage to cut them little clips at the right start and the finish, which is kind of a shame, but there we are. They are what they are. They're quite good fun, and I thought they might be quite amusing. Wonderfully unpolitically correct. Yes, I thought it was quite funny. Right, so there we are then. I think that's it for the moment. Have a look at all these nice books that are coming up for sale. And those of you who like your coin-op magazines, we've got hundreds of them literally. So, yeah, fill some gaps in your collections. Still more to list yet. Some odd obscure ones, but as you can see, I've been rather busy. So I think that's it. Next video should be Tuesday night. I should have most, if not all, of the spares listed by then, so we'll have a quick look through at those. The aim would be to get the catalogue up on Easy Live, hopefully maybe Tuesday night. It might probably be Wednesday realistically, because it takes a while to do it all. It takes just as long to list a spring as it does a £1,000 slot machine. It's just, you know, a thing is a thing is a thing. It's still got to be photographed, listed, uploaded, blah 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 blah. It just takes a lot of time. So there we are. I'm around Cambridge most of the week if you want to come and drop anything off. As I say, with regard to viewing the machines, you sort of can't really at the minute, just because they're all just stacked up. You can't really see anything at the moment, so just bear that in mind. If you're intending to drop something off and want to view something as well at the same time, leave it a week or so till I'm a bit further ahead with that, and then you'll be welcome as always. Right, I think that's it. I think I'm going to go and have some dinner. Marvellous. So have fun, and catch you all soon. Night night.